Given the large number of commercials we're exposed to each day, it's surprising how little people know about the music behind them and the people that create the music for them. Well, kind of surprising, that is. You see, in the world of music for commercials, it's the product that's really the star. In all honesty, most music in commercials exists to serve the product, and ultimately the message the brand is trying to get across to the consumer. In the commercial music world, we often say that we are in a service type of business. Now, I say most music in commercials takes a backseat to the product, but not all. There are many artistic commercials out there as well, in which the music functions almost like a co-star to the product. I'm thinking here more about those high-end fashion type ads or car commercials and the like, in which the product's association with a cool piece of music or band makes the product seem cool. This is really a more modern and recent trend. We can compare it to a brand that hires a famous actor to be its spokesperson. That actor brings the product a certain level of credibility, especially to its core demographic. The way I see it, the job of the spot composer is to create an emotional connection between the product and the consumer. As you'll find out, there are many ways to create these connections, as well as many types of connections to make. The composer that wishes to work a lot in this business should understand a wide range of musical genres, as well as the emotions they can elicit. The challenge in creating music for commercials comes from its merging of art and commerce. Not only do we have to call on our emotions to create an expressive piece of music, but we have to often satisfy very specific demands from clients. Take, for example, the following, which could be a typical request for an original commercial score from an advertising agency. Number 1, the music must be 30 seconds in length. Number 2, we need the music to start with a feeling of uncertainty or doubt for the first 10 seconds. After the 10-second mark, the music should kick in with a product shot and sound bold, confident, and uplifting. Number 3, the music should feel new and fresh and like a more updated version of our past campaigns. Number 4, the music should sound like, quote-unquote, a record, like it was licensed from an album. We want a new, cool sound. Number 5, we want the piece to end with our theme tag using our slogan, "Put your trust in us." The vocalist should be male. Number 6, please lean more towards organic sounds like acoustic guitar and piano. No electronic or synthy type sounds. Number 7, we don't want the music to get too repetitive. The music should continuously build and develop in new ways. And finally, number 8, we need it by the end of day tomorrow. Well, I hope all this doesn't have your head spinning. As you can see, being able to write and perform music is just the beginning when it comes to commercial music production. It's the ability to create music with very specific timings and demands on a tight turnaround that make commercial music the challenge that it is. Part of the art of writing music for commercials is learning how to work with these constraints imposed upon you. I actually think, though, that constraints can be a positive thing. For one, having tight deadlines gets you producing music on a consistent basis. I'll often hear other recording artists saying that, without deadlines, their output would be pretty slim. Having various constraints in terms of length, style, mood, and pacing will get your creative juices flowing and will push you out of your comfort zone into musical territory you might not have explored otherwise. The commercial music producer, at the end of the day, must be a creative problem solver. Well, they say you can't know where you're going until you know where you've been, and that's exactly what we're going to find out in the next video, as we learn about the early days of spot writing and contrast it with the present.